Okay, I want to real quick share with you my experience with some bike lights. I have some electric bikes, off-road fat tire, and always looking for brighter lighting than the actual headlamp. And we're going to take this one out and test it. I got this partly because it is a fairly decently priced light, and hoping it had long battery life, and it did not fail me. So I really like it enough. I'm going to put a video up on it. And this is a Vastfire V01. It's actually a pretty wicked light. All aluminum mount, push of a button. You can take it right off the bike. And it does come with a GoPro mount as well, which I'll never use. I'm running Sony's, and a USB-C charger. And one plus on this, I didn't take it apart, but there's obviously two 18650 batteries in there, maybe 21 700s, which would be even neater, but it does tend to have some incredible battery life. And one feature I really love on it, if you look there, it shows you digitally the battery percentage. And you have a driving light, which if you were to click it, it ramps down and then flashes. And then I think that's SOS. Then, of course, off. And then it has a more of a floody, which is these two outside diffused lights. And the same thing, that ramps down. If you were to look on the side of it, I'll try to get it down to the lowest mode. Tell you what, I'm going to put up against the box. You can see it from quite a long ways away along the sides of it. It's got these cutouts with the little lens right there on either side. Pretty neat. And then the other plus, of course, you USB-C charge it. You can charge your phone with it by plugging this into the back or any kind of USB-C electronics. Now, one thing on it, might as well just quick cover the specs when we go out. You got your distance light, high is 700 lumens, and it's saying the runtime is 3.5 hours. I didn't run it that long, but it sure stays on high quite a long time. In medium mode is 7 hours at 350, and I found that brighter than my bike light. Low, 175 lumens, and that's 16 hours. Then you got your passing 4 hours. That's basically, I would call it, just a wider beam. 500 lumens for 6 hours, and low 125 for 18 hours. And then if you're running both of them together, high is 1200 lumens for 2 hours of total runtime, or 600 lumens for 4 hours. And to get to that, when you turn it on, you just double click it, and you got both your green and your blue light on, telling you they're both there. And you can ramp it down. And just that mode alone, which is 300 lumens, you're over 6 hours of runtime. Build quality, very solid aluminum. Very heavy. That's the first thing I noticed, is like, holy cow. And you can use this literally as a flashlight. Put it in your pocket. So we're going to go out. I'm going to put this on my bike light and show you what I'm talking about. I'll try to put a camera on the bike itself, along with just shining it. So let's head out there and try it out. Alright, I got this bike light on right now, just the front driving light on the highest mode alone. But that's the high mode on it. If I were to hold it or turn it down, that's medium. And then the low mode. Bring it on high. Now I'm going to double, actually I'll do the wide mode. Look at that. I'm turning that bike sharp. You can see alongside you incredibly good, and then it's got a nice yellow, more neutral tint to it than what the blue light is, to make out color variations better. Now I got a real bright headlight on this bike, and that's it right there. I chose this e-bike because this is the brightest one I got. But the problem is it's more focused. And I'm going to shut off Vastfire bike light. See what I'm saying? And I'll turn it on. Look at the difference. And then I can move it up and down a little bit. But if I were to point it down just a little and shut off the bike light and the Vastfire off, It hits right in front of you, the bike light, my bright bike light does. But Vastfire is in the front and the sides. Pretty darn good battery life. So you can shut just the front off and have the sides on. Now if I shut the bike light off, it's still way more than enough to see in front of you and the sides. And I really like that in this light. It isn't just a narrow field of view. I mean, you're talking at least 100 degrees. But if you want the narrow field, of course, there it is. And it casts out quite a ways. And even turning it down too low on that, you can still see plenty good of what's in front of you. A real long battery life. I tend to use that a lot more than I do any other mode. Wider neutral one on high. So what I think I'm going to do is set the camera down by the road and drive down the road and show you. Oh, and to go along with that Vastfire bike light, they're throwing in this little rear tail light. It is actually pretty awesome. I haven't tested it out too much, but I did charge it 2 different times and turn it on, and I got 9 hours continuous runtime out of it. It can slide off your bicycle seat post, take it in and charge it, or you charge it via micro USB, which is supplied with one. That's thrown in with the bike light. There's quite a few different modes on it. Pretty bright and rugged. Pretty impressed with it. Vastfire V01. Not too bad of a price bike light. Very robust, heavy build quality is just so solid on this thing. And I really like the mount. All aluminum. Fits quite a few different bars. You can't go wrong with this thing. Go ahead and check this bicycle light out. You'd be impressed. There you go. Till next time.